Hello everyone, welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. I'm doing another haul video. This is the haul that I just did the other day. I got a lot of books, so this is gonna be a long video. So I'm gonna hurry up and get it over with. So we're gonna start off with this one. This is Marvel Boy #1. The first appearance of Marvel Boy, very key issue. It's not a major key, but definitely an issue you should get. I was happy. Oh, by the way, everything I got was for $1. And the great thing about this comic book store is that they had all their issues already in bags and boards like this. So all I had to do was take them out, look at them real quickly, and inspect them before I bought them. So every issue is either a 9.8 or a 9.6. It's no lesser than that. The ones that were lesser, I just left them there. So I'm glad that I was able to get all these books for $1 each. So it was great. So like I said, this Marvel Boy, this is my third copy of this. In fact I've shown this in one of my other videos because I had got it for $1 in my other video also. So basically it's great that I keep getting this for $1. This, by the way, this is a rare book. I will say that they didn't make too many copies of this book, so he's not, at the time, he wasn't really a popular person, so definitely a book that you should definitely get in your collection and keep it. And this is a direct edition, it's not the newsstand, so I think my other one is a newsstand though, but on to the next. Now these issues right here, a lot of people don't know about this limited series. It's a 6-part limited series. It's called the Cosmic Powers limited series. And basically, it's a great space. It basically has all the cosmic characters. And Thanos is the main person that the story. Thanos is a key part of this story. I will put it to you like that. Now this is issue #2. Now every issue has a different character on the front. Like you see Tyrax. So that you know who that is, Galactus X-Herd. But anyways, on the first issue, which I couldn't find, which I wish they had there, the first issue has Thanos on the front. So I guess that's why it wasn't there. Somebody must have swiped it up real quick because Thanos is hot. So yeah, so definitely if you get a chance, it's a great cosmic limited series. It's really good. So definitely you need to get it. And the first one, this is issue #2 with Tyrax. Issue #3 has Jack of Hearts and Kamorni. I can't even say her name, but basically he wants her, put it like that. And you gotta read it. It's good. It's good. Anyways, on to the next one. #4 has Legacy. Great cover. Like it. #5 has Morgue. And I will say this. This is a key issue only because of it's his origin issue. Basically explains everything about him. And it like I said, as the series goes, it gets better because there's more action and everything gets intense. So yeah, if you find this one, you definitely need to get this one. This is his origin issue. One day he might be in the cinematic universe, you never know. So definitely need to get that one. And #6 is Tyrant. So this is the final issue. Great cover. Look at that cover. That's an awesome cover. And yeah, this is the last issue and it's awesome. So you need to definitely, if you see this Cosmic Powers limited series, you need to get it. The next issue was Micronauts #1, Volume 2. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Micronauts, I think they will somehow appear in the Ant-Man probably 3rd movie, because the second one is with the Wasp and all that, and I think they're gonna go into their universe, and I definitely think they will be introduced in the 3rd movie. So they definitely are someone you need to get now. You need to get issue 1 of volume 1 and issue this one of volume 2, and you need to get I forgot which issue it is. I think it's number 10 or 13. The one with the first appearance of Captain Universe. So you definitely need to get that one. Be on the lookout for those. Got another copy of this for $1, which is Green Lantern 51. First Kyle Rayner as Green Lantern. You know, first time he, you know, whatever. Key issue. Director, by the way, that's a direct edition. Oh, now this one right here, Detective Comics number 472. Now this is the only issue that wasn't a high grade. This issue does have issues. It has a spine roll right here, and it has some nicks. It needs a good pressing. So if anybody lives in the DC area and you do pressing, let me know. I'd love to do business with you, because I got some books that I definitely want to get pressed. So, but I got this only because even though it's a low grade, I got it because it's the death of Hugo Strange. This issue, he dies. So, and it's a great story. I like it. I like how he gets killed. Like, it's, and just the whole story is good. You just, if you get a chance, pick this book up, read it. It's a great story. But anyways, on to the next one. All right, so now I was able to get this, like, I'm not a Cable fan all like that, but I know that his first run, now I said this on my last video where I showed the last issue of the run, which is very hard to find. It's a rare book to find in the wild. But at the same time, basically that whole end run was a low print, because it just wasn't, people just weren't into it. So people weren't buying it. So, and plus he got, at one point Cable was hot, then he went cold, like cold. And then just recently he got hot again because of him being mentioned that he's going to be in Deadpool 2. So that's what got him hot again. But for a while he was cold, like ice cold. Like, I remember his first appearance 9.8 went down. Like CGC 9.8, you could have got it for cheap. It went down, like, and now it's right back up. So I definitely, when I saw these books there, and they were all $1, and like I said, after I checked them all out, I was like, man, I gotta get them, just because I know that it's not a high printed, you know, it wasn't a high print. And not only that, to be honest, I don't even see these in the wild. Like, I don't see them in the wild. I've been to so many comic book stores. I've been to flea markets. I've been to all types of stuff, and I've always looked for certain things. And I'm telling you, I don't see these barely in the wild. Like, I just don't see them. So I'm gonna show you the books. So basically I started the run was all the way from that they had over there was from, I think it started at issue 40 that they had. So I didn't get 40, 50. I basically I was like, well, let me start from 89. So I got issue 89, because I know those other ones like 40, 50, 60, 70s, all of those 80s, all of those are higher print runs, and they're not that, you know, I've seen them plenty of times. So I basically started with books that I knew I barely ever see ever. So I knew with this issue right here, this was the start off point for me of what I was going to get. So issue 89. And all of these are direct editions, which kind of suck, because I wish they were newsstands. But how can I complain? It was $1, right? So yeah. All right, so I got 89. I got number 90. Great cover. Like that cover. Now I will say this. As the run goes, the art gets All right, so then we got number 91. got number 92. Cable made me do it. Now, this is when you start seeing the art kind of change a little bit. But I haven't had a chance to read them, so I definitely need to read them. They might be great stories. I don't know, but I got number 93. I do like that cover, though. Now, 94, 95, I didn't get because once I looked over them, they had issues, so I didn't want them. You know, I'm a stickler for 9.8s and 9.6 at the low. You know, I really, unless it's a key issue that I know is worth money in a lower grade. Now, it's something, it's of importance, I will get it in a lower grade. But if it's an issue that's not important, it has to be a 9.8 or a 9.6 at the least. So I don't got 94, 95, but I do got 96. And then 97 and 98, same thing. I wasn't able to get those because they just wasn't looking too good. So then number 99. As you can see, I don't like this art, to tell you the truth. The art. So let me get rid of that. All right. Then I got number 100, which is a really thick book. I'm glad I'm able to get it at 9.8 because it's a thick book. Like, you know how it goes with thick books. Sometimes they're really hard to get in really high grades. So that cover is okay. Now, this is where I really don't like. I really start hating it. Issue 101. I do not like that. 102. This is, now I can't say this is different. You know, I haven't seen a cover like that. It's different, but it's still, all right, issue 103. Issue 104. Whoever this artist is, I'm sorry to be ragging on you if you're seeing my video, but I just don't like it. I'm sorry. It's just my personal preference. Maybe you guys like this art, but I don't like it. Like, ugh. All right, number 105. 106. Okay. And of course, I showed this in my spec play 107, which I would say this. That's probably the best cover out of all of them. Like, I kind of like the, you see that right there? Like, I do like that. But it's still just not. All right, so on to the. So I definitely think you should get the last, like that last towards the end, because I definitely think those are. I don't think, but I know those are harder to find. Like, it's just, if you do see them in a while, pick them up, especially if they're in high grades. Like, but if you like low grade books, get what you like, whatever. But at the end of the day, the higher grades are better. But on to the next thing. All right, so now these right here, I got these from, as you know, Five Below has the, they got a, they're selling books in packs, just like how the Walmart thing, they did the Walmart thing. Five Below is doing the same thing. So they have 4 books for $4. You know, and you don't know what's in the middle. You have to kind of like try to see what it is, but it's kind of hard. It took me time to try to get to see what was in the middle, but basically it's great. So you're basically paying $1 for each book. So I don't mind doing that. And they're all in high grades because the way they basically, the package has a hole in it, so they hang them on the thing. So it's not, you know, it's not, pressure's not being put on them like if you sit them somewhere, like with, you know, like it won't get the creases and all that, spine ticks and all that. So the way, and it's packed the way it's packed, it protects it. So they did a great job of the way they're selling them. So they're all in high grade. You know what I'm saying? Basically all my issues are 9.8s. No issues. So all right, so these are the books that were in there. So all right, so Avengers, what's this? Avengers number 21, part of the Infinity storyline. Then I got Invincible Iron Man Variant Edition number 16. Uncanny Avengers number 1. The Original Sin number 6. And by the way, this is a great story. You got to get it. I got the number 1 retail, like the variant thing, from one of the conventions or whatever. But I definitely need to get the rest of them. I haven't found all of them, but I've read the whole series already, and it's awesome. I definitely need it in my collection, so you guys should definitely get that. All right, on to the next one. Avengers vs. X-Men, round number 7. Variants. Is this the variant? Yeah, variant edition. I like that. I like that cover. X-Men versus Avengers vs. X-Men, round 10. Variant edition also. That's a great cover too. All right. Now, I will say this. Some of the books in there are 2nd and 3rd printings. But it'll tell you. Silver Surfer number 1 of the new series is a 3rd print. I don't know. I don't think it's worth anything. Same thing with this She-Hulk number 1. It's a 3rd print. Now, I was glad. These are the books that I was really glad to get out of them. It was the War of Kings variant editions. Now, the War of Kings storyline is so awesome, you guys. You gotta read it. It was awesome. All right, so number 3, variant edition. That's an awesome cover. Awesome cover. Then we got number 4. Then we got number 5. And I got 2 issues of that one. So that's the thing about getting these bags, is that from them, is that you're gonna wind up getting multiple copies of books. So it is what it is. But I don't mind having multiple copies of that, because like I said, it's a great story. And number 6. Great cover. I love that art. That art is pretty sick. Then we have 3 copies of this variant of Uncanny X-Men number 20. Now, this issue right here is where Colossus loses the power of the Juggernaut. His sister takes it away. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's a pretty good. It's a great story. And not only that, in this issue, if I remember correctly, Mr. Sinister shows up to talk to Scott, and he's a female. So, yeah, Mr. Sinister, man, I keep telling people, you got to get his first appearance. It's gonna go up. You got to get his first appearance. There's so many things they could do with Mr. Sinister. I feel like he's way more of a deeper character than Apocalypse ever was. Like, Apocalypse is more powerful, but Mr. Sinister is just, he's deep, you know? So, yeah. All right, so Colossus number 3. Then Magneto number 3, 2nd printing. When I saw this, I was like, man, too bad it's not the 1st printing. It's the 2nd printing. So Night of the Living Deadpool number 3. Yeah, number 3. This is, I gotta say, I gotta find the rest of them, because after I did read this and I was just cracking up. Like, I gotta get the rest of it. But anyways, on to the next. Hulk number 6. Spider-Verse number 2. I love that cover. That's an awesome cover. Nova number 13, variant edition. The dog variant edition. And then we got Inhumans Atlantean Rising number 1 from the Battle World, you know, from the Secret Wars thing. And then also we have, now I was glad I did get this, and I'm glad I got 2 copies of it. It's a real thick book. The Death of Wolverine, #1, 1 of 4, and it's the little foil, you know, the little silver. So yeah, 2 copies of that. Happy to get that. It's a great story. Man, I didn't know it was going to be such a good book. And then we got All New X-Men #40, and it's 3 copies of it. Now, this issue right here is the issue where Iceman comes out as gay. And it's also the first appearance of the Utopians. So it is a key book. So glad to have 3 copies of that. Get this. If you see this one on the cover, you know, you see it as soon as you go in there, grab it. So now this one is Inhumans #7. And then 2 copies of the second printing of the same book, as you can see. Alright, we're almost done. Not much more. Then we got Extinction Agenda #1 from the Secret Wars storyline. Of course, that's you've seen that before, right? Yeah. It's a homage, basically. And then we have, last but not least, no, not last, but anyways, this is New Mutants #3, variant edition, 2 copies of it. I guess they're supposed to be in, what is it, the 50s, whatever, I don't know. But anyways, and last but not least, A-Force #1 from Secret Wars, two copies of it. Now I will say this, this is also an issue that I think is a spec play. You guys definitely should get this. It's their first appearance as A-Force. And not only that, her right there, she shows up at the end of the book. I think this is her first appearance, if I'm correct, her right there. So definitely a book that you should get, you should keep. And if you're able to get more copies of it, you should get more copies of it. So this is definitely a spec play right here. Get this. All right. So that's my haul. It was a long video. I'm sorry, you guys. I do have more stuff, but this video is just too long. But anyways, like and subscribe. And also one other thing before I leave. It's very important that you guys go back and see all my other videos. I got about 25 videos, and all of them talk about different key issues and what the importance of them are. So if you go back and look at those, you'll get a little bit more knowledge. If you're on my channel to see what you should get as an investment, what kind of comics you should get, there are keys, then you need to look at my old videos. Like, you just need to, there's only 25 of them. It's not like you gotta go through 100 of them. And in fact, out of my 25 videos, only 20 of them are, no, I'll say about 19 of them are the ones you need to see, because the other ones are just haul videos or movie reviews or just other things. But anyways, those, you definitely need to check out my old videos just to get, to see the other issues that you should get, because that's the whole point of this channel, is for issues that you should invest in and get. So that's about it for me today. See you guys. Thank you. Peace.